Here he is, Marty, Scott Pendlebury.
Wonderful to see you, Scott. Congratulations. Another win for you on a Sunday.
I know, so it's a good omen coming in here on a Monday. I don't think I've lost yet since I've
You haven't.
come in, so it's always an enjoyable chat.
Several things to talk to you about. The first one we'd just like to clear up is Michael Roberts' Triple M sideline eye was suggesting, well, I'll just play you the grab and then you can deny or rebuke.
I had a look at Pendlebury. He went to a toilet break. He's definitely put the nugget in the hair. Black nugget. Seriously, if it rains, it'll run. It'll be all over him. He'll be covered in it.
Well, it rained and it didn't run.
Got him.
End of story. About a different type of nugget downstairs.
Yeah.
I thought, he's a bit sneaky. He must have followed me all the way to the toilet. It wasn't a nugget. I had to do a little wee and then get back out on the ground.
Yeah. I don't think you go nugget and toilet in the same sentence. That just raises confusion.
That must have been an exciting first 5 minutes of our game if that's what they were drumming up.
So
No nugget
in my hair. There was Grippo, Vaseline, all that to try and keep it out of my face, but it rained, it didn't run, so
no nugget.
Unlucky for you, Robbo.
I actually, you've also surpassed 9,000 career disposals on the weekend. You're only the fourth man to do that. Robert Harvey, Brent Harvey, Kevin Bartlett are the only guys ahead of you. 9,656 for Robert Harvey.
Yeah,
he's going to be hard to get.
Yeah. He was my midfield coach for a long time.
Yeah,
and
was he?
Seen him yesterday because he works for the Hawks now. But, he was there, I think, at Collingwood for, 7-8 years. So, close mate of mine now. And, I think someone sent it to me last night, how many he's had. So, 9,600 and something. So
it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll get that far. But, I've touched the footy a little bit in my career, which is nice.
You've got a higher average than all of them. You're averaging 26 disposals a game.
Well, I don't want to say that, but you can.
Yeah. Phenomenal numbers.
Isn't it?
Yeah, well, as I said, the aim of the game is to try and get the footy. So
you've certainly done that.
Do that a little bit. And, it was, as you said, though, it was an enjoyable game yesterday, a tight contest, but glad to be on the right side of that.
Worst free kick ever is the headline I've got in front of me. Darcy Moore was penalised for contact below the knees on Sam Butler after a defensive effort in the goal square, which we've since looked at again this morning. Butler put through the set shot from the top of the goal square to make it 5 goals in a row. And the umpire that called that free kick was, how do we refer to them?
The non-officiating.
The non-officiating umpire who was over 50 metres away.
Yeah, he was next to me.
He was next to you.
He was next to me when he blew the whistle. And
Did you hear the whistle and think,
I heard
what
the
are
whistle.
you doing, mate?
Oh, I wasn't quite sure what it was for.
Yeah.
I thought they might have, because obviously from where I was, I couldn't see that well. I thought maybe Darcy had rushed it from outside the goal line.
Yeah.
So it was a deliberate point.
Oh, I see. So you thought he might have been giving it for that.
Yeah, maybe the umpire's seen how far out he was or whatever. But then, you see the replay and you realise that they obviously got one wrong, which they're going to get from time to time. It just happened to be that it cost us a goal that time. So, we know that they're going to make mistakes. Players make mistakes. But I feel like every week the umpires are becoming, we don't want to talk about them, but they're becoming more and more topical. And, Guinea yesterday with, a few high free kicks that probably should have been paid that weren't paid. And people saying, is that the type of football or brand you want to have? If you get tackled high, you get tackled high. You can't go, this guy plays for these free kicks, so we can't pay them. Be like saying, this guy's a good contested mark, so if he gets his hands on it, let's just pay a contested mark.
Yeah,
it's
ridiculous.
A good contested mark. So
it must cause some issue within the umpiring ranks as well. If a bloke who's over 50 metres away makes a call when there's a guy far closer to the play, do they have a chat, do you reckon, and go, ease up, Charlie, put your whistle away? I'll take it from here.
Yeah, we had a couple yesterday where non-controlling umpires paid some free kicks. And I'm not sure the ruling on that. And I think that's why they've got 3 out there to help each other out. But it seems funny, but they've all got different views. So you don't know what you might have your back to the play with one umpire or whatever it is. But I know that if I was an umpire and someone pinged something from out of, that I was in control of, you'd be
in
like,
the goal square.
Yeah. So
I mean, in the goal square, you're 50 metres away. You're standing next to him, and you thought it might have been because he was so far out of the goal square that he's rushed.
It's almost like one of those ones where you'd almost want to be 100% sure that you're making the right call. Or
I'm surprised you could see that far in the weather as well. It was horrendous.
Yeah. That's why I said I was sort of next to the umpire that paid the decision at the time, and I couldn't see it that well, so I thought it was the rush deliberate. And as you said, it was windy, raining sideways. Wasn't good for the nugget in my hair, but it was a interesting game.
Did you see the Bailey Smith headbutt? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I seen the little melee and then the headbutt and what did he get? A week
He got
for that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
What do
for
you
that, so-
think? 2 weeks?
Yeah,
enough?
I feel like I don't know. Usually the gut feel of, what do you think? You sort of think, it wasn't really a football action. It's during a quarter time break or whatever it was, and I think 2 weeks sits right. It's not something you want in our game, and
No.
yeah, I don't know. Just for me personally, I feel like 2 weeks feels about right.
Yeah.
I
So-
did punch 2 weeks around to my mates when it happened, but now that I look back at it, I think is 2 enough given that Franklin sort of open hand slap pushed Cochin like literally the week before and got a week.
Yeah, it's a hard thing when you start comparing,
Yeah.
it is.
apples to oranges. Well, that wasn't that bad. So then does Franklin get a fine? Should
Does
Bailey
Franklin
Smith
get a fine? I
three,
think
or-
is the real
yeah,
issue.
so it's hard. But I just the Bailey Smith one, I think it's not a good look for the game. We don't want that in the game. 2 weeks feels right. It sort of almost works out to be 3 weeks. So they've got the bye, and then he's got another 2 after that. So
Yeah,
he's
he's
a really
having a
good
break.
player, and that will hurt the Bulldogs.
And by all reports, he's not that kind of bloke either. It was like really out of character for him.
Yeah, he'd been involved in the boxing all week in the lead up, so I wonder if that sort of got the
Yes.
juices flowing a little bit for. But yeah, there was a fair bit of heat in that game. Was it? I think it was at 3/4 time, wasn't it? And Bulldogs had made a bit of a charge. And
Yeah, they had.
There was a bit of momentum, bit of feeling in that game, and yeah, as you said, from reports, it's out of character, but yeah, it's to serve his time now.
Scott Pendlebury with us this morning, Marty.
Yes, and it's buy time for you, so you just get a little bit of
No,
time.
not for
Not
us.
yet.
We got Queen's birthday
Oh,
coming
you
up.
got Queen's birthday
the
coming
last
off.
game of the round, yeah.
And then you get.
then we get a.
And
a
what
little
does the
relax.
buy look like for you?
Yeah, probably just try and get out of Melbourne and go get some warm weather for.
Yeah.
I think we get about 4 or 5 days off.
So you'll actually have 4 or 5 days where you don't have to be at the club.
Nah, yeah. So I think it's like Tuesday to Saturday or something like that. So maybe go up north or, not really sure. We haven't organised anything yet, but we'll sort something out and see how, or I think every time I've tried to organise something, I either get injured or need to stay in Melbourne for surgery or a scan or something. So organise it, get through the game, hopefully get a win, hopefully come out full bill of health, and then organise something.
Away you go.
Yeah.
And smash cans, or you a bit
Smash.
too old for the smashing of
Yeah,
cans?
I've got 2 little ones, so
Can
no
smashing,
smashing,
no.
no can smashing.
Those days are over. Just shotgunning cans at the pool.
Shotgun cans, yeah, it's like 15 years ago.
Melbourne losing and Brisbane losing has changed the shape of the 8.
Yeah, it's very tight. Like the whole ladder. I think Melbourne's 40, then Brisbane, Freo 36, and then all the way down to 7's 32, and then I think we're 8th at 28, something like that.
Yeah, that's
so it's
right.
just log jammed, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see where it all falls out once all the buys are done and where everyone sits. So yeah, like it's not rocket science, but keep winning and you'll look after it, won't you?
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. I mean, keep winning. And we were just talking off air, and I said to you, what is the game plan like if you had to put it, what's going on at Collingwood at the moment, if you had to put it into a sentence?
Yeah, and I reckon what we've got back to the last few weeks is probably the similar style here, just, high pressure, high energy, go forward, back our big guys in and let our smalls get to work and just try and play the game in our front half. And it's not every side knows what we're trying to do, but
it sounds easy, but it's
yeah,
not easy.
Yeah, to bring that high pressure, high work rate every week is challenging, and it's almost one of those things you sort of, I assume as a coach and as players, you sort of expect it to be there, but it's something you've got to train and then bring out on match day because you can't just flick a switch when you get there. And yeah, so that high pressure, I feel like we've been able to bring that last 3 weeks, had a couple of really good wins, and yeah, move into this week's game against Melbourne, full of confidence.
So it's sort of like you've got flag posts through your year, and Melbourne is one of those. That'll be a massive game.
Yeah, well, I say this all the time, but we're so fortunate at Collingwood. We've had Anzac Day, we have Carlton a couple of weeks ago, now we have the Fight M&D round. Like all these are big games, big occasions, great experiences for senior players, young guys in our team, and we've handled those occasions really well so far. And it's a great opportunity to come up against the reigning Premier Monday. And they're coming off 2 losses. They'll be trying to tighten a few areas of their games, but we're going confident that if we bring our best football, we can match them.
Yeah, high energy and pressure. That seems achievable, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I feel like they're things that we can control. It's not like our game plans like kick straight, hit all our kicks.
Yeah.
Just bring great energy, bring great pressure, and see where that leaves us.
Ginnivan's still running around like a little maniac, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty stiff yesterday. He nearly got his head ripped off a couple of times, and as I said, there's commentary around it and all that, but fact is he still kicked 2 goals, contributed really well, and I say it every week, really smart player.
He almost lost me with the GoPro stuff, but then I saw a wonderful bit of vision of him after winning the Anzac Day medal. Have you seen that online of him going home to what must be his group house, and his mates have put balloons everywhere and cheered for him when he walked through the door? It's a lovely video.
Yeah, it's as I said, like I think he's 19. He's a young kid from Castlemaine, and even yesterday after the game, back at the club, there's having a few beers as a team, and all his family there and my family, and they get along like a house on fire. And he's mucking around with my 2 little kids, teaching my daughter how to eat lollied teeth and put them in the teeth. Good fun. She's 2.5 at 6 p.m. So I was like, thanks for that. I'll be paying for that later. Sugar high, but as I said, great kid, and happy for everything that comes his way.
Oh, well done. Lovely chatting with you, mate. Good luck for Monday.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
It's the Marty Sheargold Show.